Imagine this, gentlemen. You take a teaspoon of something so basic that it's probably already in your kitchen when you wake up tomorrow, and within weeks, your energy returns, your blood surges stronger, and the confidence you thought was lost forever returns. Just one spoon every morning. No medication, no surgery, no uncomfortable doctor's appointments. And now, for the surprise. According to science, it can improve circulation there more effectively than a lot of pricey alternatives available. My name is Mohit Khera, MD. I've devoted my life for over 30 years to assisting men over 60 regain their strength, circulation, and energy that they believed had been lost. I've helped thousands of men, heard about their challenges, and helped them achieve outcomes they didn't think were possible. You might be surprised by the truth. There is no new drug or exotic ingredient that has the secret to restoring strong, healthy blood flow. When used properly, it can completely change your health. It's a natural ingredient you've probably seen countless times. I'll tell you exactly what this substance is today, why taking 1 spoon daily can significantly increase circulation, and how it can help you feel more confident, lively, and like yourself again. And stay tuned, because I'll be sharing a quick morning twist in a few minutes that can increase this effect by up to 3 times. Something so simple and quick that you can begin tomorrow and notice the change right away. If you haven't already, I urge you to subscribe and enable the notification bell before we start, so you don't miss another doctor-recommended advice created just for guys over 60. Type 1 in the comments section if you find resonance in this message. Type 0 if it doesn't, so I can better assist you. Let's begin with the first thing you should know. Why around age 60, circulation naturally diminishes. You'll discover why this small daily routine can have such a significant impact after you understand the true cause of the sluggish blood flow down below. 1. Why around age 60 circulation decreases. I frequently hear the same narrative when I sit across from a man in my office who is in his early 60s and may be retired or still employed. He tells me that 10 or 20 years ago, he didn't think twice about his endurance or performance. His body responded to his desire for intimacy. He didn't get winded while out for a walk. However, he has observed changes recently. Once robust and effortless, erections now take longer to occur, if they occur at all. His hands and feet are feeling chilly. Because he is unsure of his body's cooperation, he occasionally even avoids intimacy. What I'll tell you now, I tell him. This goes beyond simply becoming older. It's more than just bad luck. You don't have to accept it either. This is taking place within your blood vessels. In particular, in the endothelium, the delicate thin layer that regulates the opening and closing of your arteries. This lining becomes degraded over time. Your blood vessels gradually get stiffer and smaller as a result of poor nutrition, little movement, long-term stress, and years of subtle, undetectable inflammation. Additionally, the arteries in the penis are the first to exhibit symptoms of problems because they are some of the tiniest in the body. It's similar to plumbing in a historic home. The water can no longer flow as it once did when the pipes become blocked, or the valves stop functioning properly. That water is blood in your body. Furthermore, nothing functions as it should in the absence of normal blood flow. Not your vigor, your self-assurance, and most definitely not your private performance. Here's the good news, though. It's also what the majority of guys never hear from their physician. You can repair your endothelium. The elasticity of blood arteries can be restored. Furthermore, neither medicine nor invasive surgeries are necessary for the first step in changing this. It's much more straightforward. Something you can begin in your own kitchen tomorrow morning. In fact, my patients' initial response when I tell them this is one of incredulity until they give it a go. When they do, the outcomes are self-evident. Now, let's discuss the underappreciated natural remedy that might start to improve your circulation and confidence in ways you may not have imagined. 2. The ignored natural answer. I've had hundreds of men come to me over the years after trying every pill, powder, and treatment they could find. Thousands of dollars have been wasted on temporary solutions that either didn't work or just worked briefly before disappearing. When they tell me, "Doctor, I've tried everything," I can see the frustration in their eyes. Here's the reality, though. Not everything has been attempted, because the most straightforward and effective remedy has frequently been collecting dust in their kitchen cupboard all along. Pure, cold-pressed, extra virgin olive oil is the answer. I'm not referring to the cheap, diluted stuff you get at the grocery store in plastic bottles under bright lights. I refer to the first cold-pressed, single-origin, black glass bottled oil that has been prized for ages as a mainstay of the Mediterranean diet. This isn't limited to salad dressing or cooking. Packed with chemicals that can change the health of your arteries, it's a truly therapeutic food. It has helped men who were about to give up. Their confidence returned, their blood pressure stabilized, and their energy levels improved in ways they hadn't experienced in years, within weeks of incorporating just 1 teaspoon into their morning routine. It is supported by the science. High-quality olive oil contains polyphenols, antioxidants, and healthy fats that support nitric oxide generation, endothelium repair, and artery flexibility. Additionally, blood may flow precisely where and when you want it to when your arteries are flexible. Because it's so easy, it's such a neglected answer. People anticipate sophisticated solutions, costly therapies, and state-of-the-art treatments. But sometimes the biggest shifts occur when you get back to the fundamentals and give your body the things it truly needs to perform at its peak. The good news is that you won't have to wait months to notice even little changes. And such adjustments have the potential to become life-altering if you use it properly. This leads us to the most crucial query. What steps do you take to ensure that you receive the most benefit each and every morning? 3. How men's vitality is affected by EVOO. I frequently observe the same response when I describe to a patient how extra virgin olive oil truly functions within the body. A gradual nod, a flash of insight, and then the question, why hadn't I heard this earlier? The reason for this is because, particularly when it comes to male performance, we frequently fail to recognize the link between our diet and the health of our most important systems. In actuality, however, EVOO targets your blood vessels, hormones, and the very basis of your sexual and general vitality. A substance known as nitric oxide is at its core. Your body uses this chemical signal to tell blood vessels to relax and widen so that more blood may pass through. Even the highest desire won't result in a strong performance if there is insufficient nitric oxide, since the blood can't get to the right place. Like oiling a rusted door's hinges to enable it to swing open again, the special chemicals in premium EVOOs, polyphenols like oleuropein and hydroxytyrosol, support and enhance the synthesis of nitric oxide. However, it doesn't end there. Your testosterone levels are also stabilized by the beneficial monounsaturated fats in EVOO. Consider testosterone to be the source of a man's drive, vitality, and sexual function. Everything slows down when there is insufficient of it. Giving your body the proper fats gives it the building blocks it needs to maintain hormone balance. Most guys are unaware of yet another advantage. These fats aid in the absorption of essential fat-soluble vitamins, including A, D, E, and K. These vitamins are involved in cellular repair, bone strength, and immunological function. Put another way, each spoonful is addressing your entire system, not just one area, building a stronger, healthier base for all facets of your life. Understanding how it functions is one thing, but understanding how to use it to achieve the greatest outcomes is quite another. In the following section, I'll demonstrate how to use this straightforward oil every morning to get the most benefit where you need it most. 4. The right way to take it. I've discovered over the years that how you take something matters more than what you take. After learning about the advantages of extra virgin olive oil, I've witnessed guys purchase a bottle, only to return weeks later and remark, "Doctor, I don't feel any different." When I inquire about their usage, I learn that they have been drizzling it over supper, incorporating it into heavy dishes, or worse, using inferior oil that has had its nutrients removed before it has ever made it to their kitchen. In actuality, the process is just as important as the component. The first criteria is quality if you want to experience the full impact. Select cold-pressed, single-origin, 100% pure extra virgin olive oil and store it in a dark glass bottle to keep light out. Keep searching if the label doesn't contain those exact terms. Timing is the second rule. Take it first thing in the morning, before breakfast, before coffee, before anything else comes out of your mouth, and on an empty stomach. This eliminates the need for other foods and enables your body to absorb the beneficial fats and potent polyphenols immediately. There are easy methods to increase its impact even further. Vitamin C, which supports the synthesis of nitric oxide in tandem with the oil, can be added with a tiny squeeze of fresh lemon juice. Additionally, piperine, a naturally occurring substance that can improve nutrient absorption, is included in a modest pinch of freshly ground black pepper. A positive habit can be strengthened even further with these minor adjustments. Last but not least, consistency is crucial. You don't attempt this for a few days and then forget about it. It's a silent act of self-care that is done every day and gradually produces results. Men who make the commitment see improvements in their confidence, energy, and attitude in addition to their circulation. Now that you understand the proper method to interpret it, let's discuss why this small ceremony is so important. Not only for your physical health, but also for your whole well-being. Things get personal at that point. 5. Why this is important. Emotional connection. I've had men sit in my office, whisper something they've never spoken to anybody else, and then drop their voice. They share with me how frustrating it is to desire intimacy, but be unable to fulfill it. They explain that they have begun to make excuses and steer clear of circumstances in which their performance may be evaluated, since they find that the act of attempting is more enjoyable than the fear of failing. Furthermore, it goes beyond intercourse. It has to do with identity. It's about feeling like the man you want to remain and have always been. More than just physical function is eroded as circulation deteriorates and your body quits reacting. It can subtly undermine your sense of self-worth, damage relationships, and steal your confidence. I've witnessed marriages deteriorate because one of the men was unable to communicate the issues. I've witnessed males withdraw from social interactions because they no longer felt like themselves. And when they take little, intentional actions to regain their vitality, I've witnessed the spark return. Vanity is not the issue here. Connection is key. To your spouse, to your personal feeling of strength, to the happiness that comes from having strength and ability. This morning ritual's appeal lies in the fact that it goes beyond simple bodily healing. You're telling yourself that you're still concerned, that the game still has you in it, that you're prepared to spend money on your own health. Every spoonful is a decision to safeguard your well-being, regain your self-esteem, and maintain the vibrancy of your life. Here's the reality. Not only do you notice the shift once you begin to feel it, your significant other observes. Your pals take note. The excitement in your face is visible to others. Your mannerisms. How you interact with the world once more. It's worthwhile to work for that kind of change. Every instrument has its limitations, of course. Furthermore, even something this potent functions best when utilized sensibly. To make sure it's safe and actually works for you, there are a few things you need to know before you begin. 6. Safety and key takeaways. In my 30 years of working in men's health, I've discovered something significant. There is never a one-size-fits-all answer, regardless of how natural or advantageous a therapy may be. I've had patients who can't wait to begin this morning routine. However, we always have an open discussion regarding safety before I approve them. Even though extra virgin olive oil is among the healthiest foods available, there are still circumstances in which caution is required. Taking oil on an empty stomach may create discomfort or potentially pose a problem if you have gallstones or other digestive problems. Consult your doctor first if you are taking medicine for diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, or other chronic diseases. Prescription medications and natural substances may interact in unexpected ways. Additionally, you require a comprehensive, individualized treatment plan if you have been diagnosed with advanced erectile dysfunction brought on by nerve damage or major vascular disease. That won't be replaced by this alone. Quality is another thing to keep in mind. This cannot be emphasized enough. Not only are inferior, blended, or refined oils less effective, but they may also be dangerous. Cheap oils are frequently depleted of their healthy ingredients and occasionally even tainted. Only premium cold-pressed, single-origin EVOO that is carefully preserved to preserve its potency may provide the advantages we are discussing. Additionally, I counsel my patients to pay attention to their bodies. Start with half a teaspoon and work your way up if you experience any pain. Take it with a little piece of toast rather than on an empty stomach if it still bothers you. Helping, not stressing, your body is the aim. This ritual can be a safe and effective addition to your lifestyle if you approach it with the appropriate information. Additionally, you position yourself for long-lasting outcomes when you mix safety and consistency. Let's now discuss a straightforward but sometimes disregarded supplement to this regimen that can mean the difference between mediocre outcomes and very amazing change. 7. The twist to boost effects. Over the years, I've seen that men who take their spoonful of olive oil every morning aren't the only ones who get the most rapid and remarkable effects from this routine. They are the ones who combine it with a single, short, intentional action that immediately starts their circulation. Most people don't notice this step since it's so easy. It prepares your blood vessels to open, your nitric oxide levels to increase, and your body to transport those potent nutrients precisely where they're required when you do it right after taking your oil. Movement is that step, not a strenuous workout or anything difficult. Simply walk for 5 minutes, ideally outside where you can breathe in fresh air. You promote blood flow to all areas of your body, including your lower body. When you move immediately after consuming your olive oil, walking functions as a pump, delivering nutrient-rich blood through your arteries and facilitating the complete absorption of the polyphenols and good fats by your endothelium. I've seen guys in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s benefit greatly from this combination. Their body seems to be reminded every morning that it is still capable of vitality, that those circulatory channels are still available for business, and that there is no excuse not to do it because it is so simple. You don't require a lot of time, specialized equipment, or a gym membership. All you need is your own 2 feet and the determination to go for that quick stroll. Consider it this way. Your blood vessels are nourished and repaired by the oil, and they are kept robust and sensitive by the walk, which tests and activates them. They work in tandem to provide more energy, better circulation, and enhance performance. Additionally, you're doing more than just enhancing your physical health when you incorporate this easy combo into your everyday routine. You're setting the stage for something much more significant. In the end, I'll demonstrate how this tiny habit may have a profound impact on every aspect of your life, providing you with a richer, more self-assured, and more satisfying way of living in addition to improved circulation. To sum up, gentlemen, we've discussed a lot. From why circulation decreases after the age of 60 to the underappreciated benefits of extra virgin olive oil to figuring out when and how to take it for optimal effect. We have discussed the science, but more significantly, we've discussed the implications for your quality of life, relationships, health, and confidence. We all grow when we share, so please share what you learned today and what change you're ready to make in the comments box below. Let's support each other. And if you found this video useful, or if it even slightly opened your eyes, please click the like button. To be sure you don't miss any information that could change your health, click subscribe. Before you go, ring the bell. If this video was helpful, please enter 1. If not, enter 0. You might not be aware of the significance of your comment. I've witnessed guys enter my office with feelings of frustration, defeat, and uncertainty about the possibility of change. And I've seen them leave months later with a smile on their faces, taller, more confident, and full of energy. Over a teaspoon of oil is what this is. The goal is to demonstrate to yourself that you still possess the ability to shape your own destiny. It's about taking back the aspects of life that are worthwhile and not letting aging control your narrative. Thus, begin tomorrow morning. Choose quality, be consistent, and if you can, walk for a few minutes after using that spoon. By providing your body with the resources it requires to recover, you'll be communicating to yourself daily that you're still strong, in charge, and very much alive.